What's up, everybody? This is LB, the realist, with Surrealistic Studios, surreal news, where the real is surreal, and it gets most surreal, folks. So today, today is the anniversary of Seth Rich's murder. So Seth Rich had worked for the DNC back in 2016, and he was suspiciously murdered. They said it was a robbery gone wrong, but nothing was ever taken from him. He still had all his stuff on him. It happened early in the morning at 4:20 a.m. And there was a lot of questions that people had. I remember doing videos a few years ago on this, and I kept telling people, it's okay to ask questions. It's okay to want to know what happened to this young man who was just a year younger than I am. What happened to this guy? There was questions about him being the leaker to Julian Assange at WikiLeaks. So I'm gonna go ahead and read Wikipedia right here. This is just what they have on the murder of Seth Rich. Again, today is the anniversary, July 10th. Today is the anniversary of his death, of his murder. So we'll go ahead and read this here. The murder of Seth Rich occurred on Sunday, July 10th, 2016 at 4:20 a.m. in the Bloomington neighborhood of Washington, D.C. Rich died about an hour and a half after being shot twice in the back. He was murdered by unknown perpetrators for unknown reasons, but police suspected he had been a victim of an attempted robbery. The 27-year-old Rich was an employee of the Democratic National Committee, and his murder spawned several right-wing conspiracy theories, including the false claim contradicted by the law enforcement branches that investigated the murder that Rich had been involved in leaked DNC emails in 2016. It wasn't just the right wing. So it was contradicted by the July 2018 indictment of 12 Russian military intelligence agents for hacking the email accounts and networks of Democratic Party officials, and the U.S. intelligence community's conclusion that the leaked DNC emails were part of the Russian interference in the 2016 United States elections. Fact-checking websites like PolitiFact, Snopes, factchecking.org stated that the theories were false and unfounded. The New York Times and the Los Angeles Times and the Washington Post wrote that the promotion of these conspiracy theories was an example of fake news. Rich's family denounced the conspiracy theories and said that those individuals were exploiting their son's death for political gain, and their spokesperson called the conspiracy theorists disgusting sociopaths. They requested a retraction and an apology from Fox News after the network promoted the conspiracy theory, and sent a cease and desist letter to the investigator Fox News used. The investigator stated that they had no evidence to back up the claims which Fox News attributed to him. Fox News issued a retraction but did not apologize or publicly explain what went wrong. In response, the Rich's family sued Fox News in March 2018 for having engaged in extreme and outrageous conduct by fabricating the story defaming their son, and thereby intentionally inflicting emotional distress on them. The judge initially dismissed the suit, but the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit allowed the case to proceed in September 2019. Fox News reached a seven-figure settlement with the Rich family in October 2020. And I'll just go a little bit into his early life and career here. Rich grew up in a Jewish family in Omaha, Nebraska. He volunteered for the Nebraska Democratic Party, interned for Senator Ben Nelson, and was active in Jewish outreach. He worked with the United States Census Bureau. He graduated from Creighton University with a degree in political science. He moved to Washington, D.C. to work for a pollster, Greenberg Quinlan Rossner. In 2014, he began working for the Democratic National Committee as a voter expansion data director. One of his tasks at the DNC was the development of a computer application to help voters locate polling stations. And this goes into the shooting and death. On Sunday, July 10, 2016 at 4:20 a.m., Rich was shot about a block from his apartment at the southwest corner of Flagler Place and W Street Northwest in the Bloomington neighborhood of Washington, D.C. Earlier that night, he had been at Lou's City Bar, a sports pub 1.8 miles from his apartment in Columbia Heights, where he was a regular customer. He left when the bar was closing about 1:30, 1:45 a.m. Police were alerted to gunfire at 4:20 a.m. by an automated gunfire locator. Within about 1 minute after the gunshots, police officers found Rich conscious with multiple gunshot wounds. He was transported to a nearby hospital where he died over 1.5 hours after being shot. That he was not shot in the head is seen as evidence against the shooting having been an assassination. According to police, he died from two shots in the back and may have been killed in an attempted robbery. Residents noted the neighborhood had been plagued by robberies. Rich's mother told NBC Washington's affiliate WRC-TV there had been a struggle. His hands were bruised, his knees are bruised, his face is bruised, and yet he had 2 shots in his back, and yet they never took anything. They didn't finish robbing him, they just took his life. The police told the family they had found a surveillance recording showing a glimpse of the legs of 2 people who could be the killers. And again, this is going to be from Wikipedia here about the murder of Seth Rich. And I don't bring this up to harp on a conspiracy theory, if that's what some people think. I'm not bringing this up to defame Seth Rich's name or to put the family through stress. I bring it up because, you know, like so many unanswered murders, you know, this one had no leads. You know, till this day, we still don't know what happened. And, you know, if he really was the leaker, you know what I'm saying, to Julian Assange and WikiLeaks, then he was an American hero, you know, and if he wasn't, then it's a shame that the police in Washington, D.C. can't find the murderers of somebody who used to work for the DNC, the Democratic National Committee. They can't seem to find the murderers of Seth Rich, and so many questions have been unanswered. There's so much that we don't know about this whole story. And when you ask questions, when we did ask questions, they tried to shut us up. And that in itself threw up red flags. So I always tell people, you know, keep talking about Seth Rich. You know, don't throw dirt on his name, but keep talking about what happened. Keep asking questions, because there's so many that have been unanswered. You know, so let me know what you think about this video right here. Like this video. Do me a favor, like the video, share, comment, and subscribe. Check out my other videos down below. I have a plethora of videos on a plethora of different topics that you guys can choose from, including more videos on Seth Rich. You know what I'm saying? So check out those videos and let me know what you guys think. Until next time, love, peace, and light. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out.